In today's video, guys, I'm going to show you how to make stowage items using modeling clay, okay? So the three items that we're going to make in this video are a kind of a sleeping bag, a regular bag with two straps, and kind of like a set of tarps, okay? Rightio, let's get started. There's a look at three other items I've made using the same method, okay? Okay, for this, you're going to need the following tools, okay? So first off, the most important tool for any scale modeler, a toothpick, okay? Some wire, okay, I've got 0.2 millimeter wire cutters, okay, tweezers, earbuds, you can have both, okay, ones with the pointy ends and ones without. What colors you want to paint your stowages with. Okay, I'm using enamel paints to paint mine. A wash. Now make sure that the wash is a different type of paint to the paint you're painting the stowage with. So for example, if I'm painting my stowage with enamel paints, the wash has to be acrylic, okay, because we just want to apply it straight on top of the paint. If you're using acrylic paints, use an enamel wash so you can paint straight on top. You can put straight on top without needing to gloss coat or anything. A thinner for the wash, I've just got Windex. If you're using an enamel wash, just use regular enamel thinner. Okay, if you're using an acrylic wash, you can also use Tamiya's X20 thinner. Okay, primer to prime the stowage items. Tamiya's 2mm masking tapes to make the straps for the stowage. Okay, and anything you can use to dry brush the stowage with. I use Tamiya's Weathering Master Set. You can also use pigments. I use the white on my finger just to give it a bit of a highlight. Okay. For your modeling clay, just use regular modeling clay. I've used an air dry modeling clay. You can use different kinds. Okay. Here is a look at what the stowage would look like on a military vehicle. This is something I did many years ago. Okay. Next up, you want to pick the spots where you want your stowage to go. So that's where the sleeping bag's going to go. A bag can go there. You know, some tops can go there, and there's other spots there if I need to. Next up, you want to mold the clay into the shape of the item that you want to make. So we're making the sleeping bag first. So we're going to roll it up. Okay. As seen here, and then we're going to check the size of the item, see if it fits where we want it to go. Now usually if you have pre-molded stowage and a model kit, you can use those to model your stowage against. I don't have any at the moment, so I'm just going to go off you know, memory and using the tank to see how big I want my sleeping bag to look like. Okay. Next up, guys, take some Tamiya masking tape, 2mm, strap it around the stowage item that you've modeled, and then cut it up, okay? Something I want to clarify, guys, is that you don't always need modeling clay to do this. You can make these stowage items using putty. Epoxy putty is probably the best one. I don't have that at the moment. I will do another video on how to make stowage items using putty as well, okay? You do get better results. But, you know, like I said, I don't have that. That's why I'm using modeling clay. Once you've made some strap from masking tape, we're going to use an earbud to make some indents in it. And then we're going to use a toothpick to mold some crevices and some creases into the clay. Okay, to give it a cloth-like look. Usually I like to mold the creases around the straps because that's, you know, where the straps are pulling down into the cloth or the fabric, creating those creases in the material. Okay, now with clay, unlike with putty, it sometimes cracks, so you have to make sure it's very smooth. Okay, so roll the toothpick and use your finger sometimes on the clay to make sure there's no cracks in it. Okay, so in this video I'm going to be showing how to make the three different kinds of stowage items. So a sleeping bag, a regular bag, and some tarps. Okay. So next up, we're going to make a bag. So we're just going to mold it into the shape of like a sandbag, okay? As you see here. And then we're going to put some indents into it before we put some straps on this one. There we go, we're putting some straps on it now. Okay. And we're just going to use the same procedure over and over again, guys. Okay. The last storage item we're going to make for this video is a set of tarps. So this is where you just take three pieces of clay, mold them into rectangular shapes, and then stack them on top of each other, okay? And then we follow the same process. We'll put some straps on them and put some indents and creases on them using a toothpick, okay? As you're going to watch here, I'm just going to put the music on now. Next we're going to prime these with a commercial primer, 2K flat gray primer. I didn't have Tamiya gray primer, otherwise I would have used that. Okay. Now to choose the colors to paint these stowage items with, so I've gone with a gray, khaki, and flat green. Next we're going to use Vallejo Black Wash. It's an acrylic wash straight on top of the stowage items. I've let the paint dry for about a day, and I'm putting the wash straight on top of it, okay? We're now going to clean the wash using Windex on an earbud, just rubbing against the wash, okay? And I'm going to do this for both the items that I've given a wash to. I've waited about a half hour before I start this process. Next we're going to paint the straps on the stowage. So I'm going to use flat black to paint the straps on the sleeping bag. Then I'm going to use buff, I think XF57 on the set of tarps. And I think I'm going to use a kind of gray to paint the straps on the bag with the two straps, okay? Alright, now we're going to use Tamiya Weathering Master set. I like to use the white or the snow on my finger and then apply it straight onto the stowage, okay? I think this highlights all the raised detail and makes a great contrast. and it also gives the item the fabric look, okay, that we're going for. We're just going to repeat the last two steps for the last bag with the two straps on it. So we're going to give it a wash, which we've already done, sorry, and then we're going to clean it up, okay? And you're going to see all of that in ×4 speed, okay? Here we are, and now let's put these on the model tank and let's see what they look like, okay?